Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail here with a Hearthstone video. That's right, Hearthstone. Yes, it's a game I still play. And today I want to talk about a deck that, as we're closing on Gobins versus Gnomes and going towards Blackrock Mountain, let's talk about Junk for a second. This is a priest deck that I've been having quite a bit of fun with, and I don't know if it's really the best ever, but we're going to give it a shot just regardless. This is partially a video just to demonstrate just some different tech that's a little bit just kind of off-kilter. It's not the most original idea. It's really a silence priest in a lot of ways because it does have things like Ancient Watcher, and it does actually come packed with two silences and a Wailing Soul, which is a card you don't see very often. But then you have other cards that are just really good to silence, like Ogre Brute makes him not miss. Death Lord, you lose the taunt, but you don't get the massive drawback. So 2/8 for 3 is still really good stat distribution. Dancing Swords don't give an opponent card draw, and Ancient Watchers, of course, are awesome to silence as well. And then Zombie Chow, you don't give a heal. So this is an interesting deck in that the more I've been testing it, it goes really fast if you get good draws. But I guess that's true of anything. The really only big finisher in it right now is Ragnaros, which is not great because that's also the only BGH target. And I'm debating making a few switches on this deck. But I think really the best way to show how it works is to show how it works. So we're going to either epically win or just not. Because like I said, I've gotten good results with this deck. Not best ever, but let's go ahead and just hit the play button. Alright, now I am playing in casual mode, but my MMR is enough to where pretty much when I play casual mode, I'm still playing against legendary players. So this is versus a hunter. I'm going to assume face hunter. And my deck is really crappy. I mean, that's just what it boils down to. This isn't made from any kind of list online or anything, although I've gotten some suggestions from people online for things that I'm really debating keeping Shadow Madness. Is that a great turn 4 play? I feel like I'm still not entirely sure what the best cards to mulligan or not mulligan are, but Death Lords have lost me games on turn 3. And I've actually had like 3 games in a row recently. That's a nice turn of events. Had 3 games in a row recently where it was a Savannah Highmane just plooped out of nowhere. Almost the wrong moat. Hello. Had a Savannah Highmane and then on a Death Lord that got killed immediately with Hunter's Mark. Then a Tyrion 4-dragon on a equality run the little dude into there. Yeah, we're going to go for the dream start here. I have Mind Blast in here as well. I find that Mind Blast is very important for reach with this deck. Especially if you can get 1 in hand or 2 in hand. People will tend to let their stuff go pretty low. Okay, do I turn 3 Death Lord? You know what, let's, just for the sake of this is a video and I have a Wailing Soul next turn, let's turn 3 Death Lord. It's fun! This is not supposed to win every game or anything. And if this Hunter's Marks into a Savannah, I'm just going to laugh, and I'll be glad that I'm actually recording this. So, yeah. Well, and that's actually, I did put it up on Reddit, it's like, hey, when do you Death Lord? It's like, never turn 3. And they're just going to run everything into there. Does he have an extra damage? He does not have an extra damage. Well, that's fun. Oh, he's actually not going to attack with that. That's interesting. Alright, I have Zombie Chow as well. Well, we'll save that for later because guess who didn't see this coming? Woo! Wailing Soul! Alright, so we have now silenced everything. I could potentially heal this guy, but the first things first, let's take you out. Second thing is second, let's go ahead and clear you guys. Might as well clear the beast, I don't really care what gets there. And then we're just going to taunt these guys up and see how that goes. So yeah, that's the fun part of this, is that I find that I'm very successful if I get Watchers early. I don't even particularly care if I lose out on some Northshire Cleric. In fact, I'm not sure if I want to keep the Northshire Clerics or cut them, but alright, nice silence here. So we have this for you. And what else? Probably want to taunt up you guys and heal you. And yeah, since you don't die, you trade already. And there you go. Element of Surprise. Do I keep the Zombie Chow in hand or do I go ahead and play it? One nice thing is that I do have Auchenai Priest, and Zombie Chow plus Auchenai plus Mind Blast can be the dream finisher. So I don't think I need to play Zombie Chow right now. in a race mode like this, I don't want to give him 5 life. There's your high main. Probably a better silence target than the other thing, but you know I'm going to do what I usually do in this, which, oh, you know what, I can actually do the other thing now. So let's go ahead and play. Well, problem is if I Wailing Soul now, I won't quite have as good of taunts as I used to, but we're still going to lose some units here. If I try and trade into this, I can Wailing Soul, I can Zombie Chow and get rid of the Death Rattle, and I can still play Argent Protector. So I think that's probably the best bet right now. So 1, 2, and let's go ahead and not screw this up. So Zombie Chow over here, Wailing Soul over here, silence, and I'm down 1 mana, so that's cool. I never learned to count, but hey, I have a Zombie Chow for nothing out here, and maybe I can figure out what's going to be good to taunt next turn. So, hello, Mad Scientist. A little late to the party. And that's what I'm saying. This deck runs really fast. It's on a pretty low curve, and kill command on you. The thing is that he may be able to prevent like absolute lethal here with this, but he doesn't know because I have the Mind Blast that he's already dead, unless I can't do my math. Well, there we go. Did I have lethal? I did. So there we go. And I had Shadow Madness as well. So that's how it's supposed to go. I'm too much of a wuss to take this to ladder, but maybe that could change. Like I said, I've been sort of the highest I've gotten is up here. Actually, no, I made it all the way to here. And I've gone back and forth for about the past day. But considering before that I was stuck on rank 8 and got a sweet win streak with a Tempo Mage. You all have seen that plenty. Let's play Junk. Oh, sweet. 2 Zombie Chow start with a coin. That's fantastic versus Shaman, because they don't usually Lightning Storm turn 3 anymore. I'm going to ditch Shadow Madness. This is a really nice opening hand. I would love a Silence somewhere, but this is going to give me really good board control. Now, I think one of the real benefits... Oh, this is like a fantastic opener here, but I'm gonna have to really rely on some top deck skill. But one of the benefits of this deck, I know, is just the element of surprise. People see Priest, they expect really slow... Wow. Okay, thank you, based Wailing Soul. How do we do this? How do we play Hearthstone? Like this? He's gonna have... Bruh. Well, hi, bruh. You'll have something to wreck me, I know. But let's see here. Double Zombie Chow start. You don't even know what these next 3 cards are gonna be. You really don't. Because this is... I love it when I can play on curve like this. So he's actually gonna go try and clear Zombie Chow, which is smart. You do not want to leave those roaming free and wild. And you can get the heal now, so... Oh, Shadow Madness as well. Such utility. Alright, so Ancient Watcher. May give a little clue that this is a non-standard deck, but we are playing casual mode, so who knows. And let's go ahead and get rid of the kite. Wow! Wow, actually getting a Crackle out early. That is interesting. You generally want to save that for bigger threats like this. Dancing Swords! Now you're probably thinking, what the hell is this deck? Alright. Now the question's going to be, he's overloaded, he's at 3. I don't know if he has any AoE... Oh, Hex? Okay, wow. So he's getting all of his stuff out of the way early. Alright, well, you know what? We're not going to Wailing Soul just yet, then. Might as well do this, and this. And we can't do any damage yet, and it's like Dream start with 2 Zombie Chows. What are you going to do, right? Does he have something that can take out the Death Lord immediately? I mean, he either has a really slow hand, maybe he's playing a bunch of Earth Elementals? I don't know. Are you ready for the TJ Combo Breaker? I don't know if you are. Oh, a Power Word Shield as well. Yeah, I've made mistakes before just testing this deck and learning this deck to be like, hey, let's Power Word Shield and then Wailing Soul. No, this is how we do it. Wailing Soul. Bloop. Silence. Yes, I lose the card draw on the North Shard Cleric. I don't really care. That's not what this deck is about. Sun Fury Protector. Thank you very much. Alright, so what do we got? 1. Finally FaceDamage.com. Alright, so... if he gets a good roll with the Spell Totem and AoE clear, he may be able to do some work. But no Fire Elemental on you. Okay, that limits my options for the Sun Fury Protector a little bit, but... what can we do, really? I mean, I guess we could drop you, but I kind of want to save the silence for something else. It doesn't really hurt me to do it, is the thing. So, do I want more board? I don't just want to leave that there. So maybe I take these two less valuable things and taunt them up. Yeah, let's just do it like this. We'll play more minions as we get them. And what do we taunt? Do we really taunt Froggy again? Might as well. He's doing absolutely nothing otherwise. Yay! And look, it's a Death Lord without a drawback. How much mana did that take? Alright, question now is it better to clear? Or is it better just to go face? This is the ultimate debate I'm still having with this deck. Is it better to clear or go face? I'm imagining this behind a Sledge Belcher is really bad news, so we'll actually...
Right away.
Alright, one more damage. I'm not trying to try hard this deck too badly, but Shadow Madness... And if I have ultimate board control like this, Shadow Madness is a card I recently teched in. I'm not really sold on it, but it's gonna do some work today. Alright, and a Mind Blast as well. Thank you very much. Alright, and here we go. One little thingamabob, two little thingamabob. Oh, and a parrot. That sucks for you. Alright, we actually want to taunt to keep out, so there we go. More damage. One Mind Blast. That's kind of my other win condition is double Mind Blast, but obviously I'm not drawing through my cards very well. And another Hex. Okay, so that is an extra taunt for me. That is okay, I guess. Feral Spirit is not particularly awesome. But better to do Feral Spirit on turn 8 than whatever turn that was. That's useful. Nothing much else to silence right now. I feel like there's going to be better silence targets later, but I don't really care. Alright, so let's go ahead and... who do we heal? Guess we heal the taunt. Yeah. I got enough taunts.
I got this.
And these guys are more dangerous split up, so we won't do that just yet. So I don't have a lot of damage on the board. And that's where if I don't finish games quickly, it's really interesting. Bra had the right idea going through all of his removal early. Thank you very much. Ouchie. And now I just have frogs. I know, it's really unlucky for me to have double hexes, crackle, other stuff all in the top part of his deck. But on the other hand, let's be serious for a second. I'm playing a terrible deck. So... I can't be that mad. Alright, do I go for face or do I go for splitting this up? I don't really have a win condition now. I gotta have board control early, and I gotta maintain it. I guess it's kind of like good tempo plays. I haven't even gotten any of my ogres yet. I like going for ogres early. So we'll see how that goes. Lightning Storm. I think we've lost this one. And that's okay. That's why we're still testing the deck to see is it something that even works. Is there something in Blackrock Mountain that's going to help this deck? I don't know. But he got an extra card, so that's very generous of me. Like I said, I don't have a lot in the way of AoE either, so... I was unsuccessful in finishing the game early, and now I have no board. And I have a Lotheb. Yeah, let's just concede. Let's look back at the deck again, actually.
You have best.
So like I said, we're trying to have fun, but we're trying to make something that'll actually keep up with all my opponents who have all the cards all the time as well. So, are those mutually exclusive? I don't think they are. But right now you can see I don't have a lot of AoE. In fact, I put the Shadow Madnesses in there and cut the Circle of Healing. So I completely cut out my AoE. I don't know if I'm entirely sold on Shadow Madness. Let's go back to a double circle like I had before. Because that gives us the Alkanai Soul Priest synergy, plus it lets me heal the whole board. And that doesn't care about silence. So, and that's one reason I have Ragnaros in there. He's really happy to be silenced. Cabal Shadow Priest is kind of more of a tech choice, but it does steal little things. The other card that I can use, I'm a little embarrassed that I don't have any right now, but that's because I actually dusted them for the brief spare dust, is the Venture Co. Mercenary. Because 5 for 7/6, and if you can silence it, it does wonders. But of course, I want to have cards that stand alone decently well without silence, or you probably shouldn't be playing them. So let's hit casual mode again. Yay, casual button. It's easy. Alright, now last game I had what I thought was a dream start with a lot of units, and the Shaman had answers. And sometimes you're going to run into the game. So this is where I really kind of need to test the deck just to see if this is great. I don't think Dancing Swords is a great opening card. I mean, 3/4/4, you want some of those out early, so maybe I should keep it. But I feel like Watchers, Northshore Cleric, Zombie Chows are probably the best, most successful things to a mulligan for, which maybe makes it like every other priest deck ever. But I'll accept this opening hand. Sometimes it's useful to actually silence the Auchenai Soul Priest, because sometimes you don't want the shadow damage anymore, because everything is ouchy and mommy, it hurts, and you need to heal. So silencing this is not always a bad move. But of course, I still have not lived the dream of double Mind Blast, double Zombie Chow, Circle of Heals, Auchenai Soul Priest. That's like the handlock style combo from Leroy Faceless Power Overwhelming days. Of course, not in that order, because then you'd be sad because you Faceless at the wrong time. Those of you who don't know, Leroy used to cost 4 mana. You are really going to take down the Ancient Watcher, so you have Swipe, and you're trying to set up a Swipe play. Okay. Interesting that I've loved different people's reactions to this card. Some of them just leave it there, and that's a mistake. You want to address it, but you don't want to overcommit to it. And I don't know if 4 health is worth it or not. They probably thinks with the Zombie Chow, yeah, whatever. But let's see. Now, I do have a decent silence here. Question is it better for me to, let's see. Well, I got options, that's for sure. So I can silence the Ancient Watcher and then Power Word Shield it. That's probably the best start. We'll save the Auchenai for next turn because I can coin and possibly pew something. So let's silence. Silence! Power Word Shield just for information. A second Zombie Chow is pretty nice. And we're just going to go Gadget board control. Okay, well, you know what? Let's, I don't know which I want to heal more. I guess it doesn't matter too much if I take the Zombie Chow down to 1 health. It does set up Swipe pretty well regardless, and I'd rather not have this guy swipe, if that makes sense. Plus, this guarantees the target that he's going to hit, so... Smashing. So here, once again, I have good board control, and that's what the Zombie Chows are all about. Is 2 overkill? Maybe, but I find that this game really needs early game. So there's the swipe we knew was coming. Not the swipe we needed, but the swipe we deserved. And Lotheb. Lotheb is a card where I always wonder, should I save it for a combo turn, or should I do it now? And I think the answer is, we're on curve. It feels right to do it now. Because Druid may not know this, but he is in a race mode already. So let's go ahead and fire the engines. And are you just going to deal 2 damage for healing? Cool. Alright. Are you going to actually attack the Ogre Brute is what I want to know. Okay, face. That's the smart one. Alright. Ragnaros. Hello, Fire Lord. I think I'm playing you next turn. What's better here? Probably clear with Lotheb, play Soul Priest, and pew. Sounds alright. Once again, we just want to keep doing some damage here. Whee! So again, we have 1 Mind Blast in hand, Power Word Death, Shadow Word Death, Power Word, Shadow Word. If you play WoW, you should know it, but yeah. Let's see. So, Wrath. Decent Wrath targets. 5 mana still. Are we going to get something? Oh, Taz Dingo. I've not seen you in a while. Alright. Oh, that is tempting. That is really tempting to Wailing Soul so I can heal this up, but... I don't know. Rag feels good here, but I don't want to trade in 2 people to this. So... I mean, I'm just sitting on coin at this point. Let's go ahead and do this. The more pressure we put on your face, the better. And let's... The silencing Rag is so tempting, but let's build board. Because Rag can get us around taunts. Now, is he going to panic and have to clear with Force of Nature? No, he's going to taunt. Alright. And Harvest Golem, so that's good. Do I actually have lethal here if Rag hits? Maybe. Well, I do have Mind Blast, so that's a positive. Alright, let's Rag. Let's go ahead and ditch our low health units. And might as well take that out. We're at 15 health. Please don't... Oh, you hit the freaking thing. Well, that's okay. So this is going to get Big Game Huntered. They always have Big Game Hunter. No, Force of Nature. Alright, now this is the interesting next thing of... If he Force of Nature Savage Roars here, what is my follow-up? So he had the combo. So I sniffed that out. And now I'm sitting on a lot of mana and not a lot to do with it, so... Alright, well, we used our mana that turn. The thing is that if I can just get him down a little bit... I said I do have Shadow Word Death, but I don't think he's playing Ancient Protectors. So what this deck needs... Oh, Ancient Allure, good enough. 2 cards. But yeah, that's the thing, is that I may need to put the Venture Co. Mercenaries in here just to give the deck some staying power. Because right now, like, Circle of Healing doesn't do a ton for me here. Okay, let's just Shadow Word Death. We got it, might as well use it. And I'm not going to clear anymore. We're going to go face like a hunter. And we're going to see if he has the actual cards to get through the Death Lord. And if he does, and it pulls something that doesn't have a battle cry, is he going to heal up here? No, he's going for cards. So he doesn't know he's dead if he can't clear this. Can he clear it? No, he Wild Growths. For what is 1 mana going to get you? I guess he is really banking on being able to win next turn. Can I math? Can I math? 1, 2, win! Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't like necessarily having the top deck off the top like that at the end, but still, getting enough board control can really do wonders for this kind of deck. So, you know what, let's look at the deck just one more time. Like I said, I just want to give a little bit of demonstration. If you have any thoughts for things I can add to this, like I said, I think Venture Co. would fit really well up here, because the games I was playing the past few days were not going on for that long. But now that I'm having games that are running a little longer, I think the massive benefit of playing them later when I pretty much have an empty hand is fine. In fact, I could possibly get rid of the Northshire Clerics, since they might get silenced anyway. But those are such good, like, removal magnets. I'm not really sure what other things to cut here. Other people would say cut the Death Lords. But I've learned to Death Lord responsibly. That's what I tell my officer. But otherwise, let's see here. It's 2 circles, 2 silences, 2 power word shields, 2 clerics, 2 chows, 2 mind blast, 2 ancient watchers, 2 sunfury protectors, 1 shadow word death, dancing swords times 2, death lord times 2, ogre brute, Anaki soul priest, or Aukenai, excuse me, wailing soul times 2, Lotheb, 1 cabal shadow priest, which I could probably cut the shadow priest, to be honest, for the mercenary. Because stealing units doesn't always happen when I have tempo here. And Ragnaros, the BGH Lord. But yeah, that's it. Junk deck. It's fun. I may try it on ladder, even with Blackrock Mountain coming out soon. But for now, just want to show a little bit of stuff. I think I'll throw up another video of just me struggling on the ladder and saying, I tried hard and I can't do it. But, I mean, that's how it goes. Casual mode fun. Game's still just fun in general, as long as you don't take it too seriously. I mean, if you make it to rank 5, if you make it to rank 5 or so, you're pretty much as good as almost anyone else in the game. It's just a really huge time commitment grind to go from 5 to legend. I don't know if I have that time. But I hope you did enjoy a time here in the channel. Thank you for watching. If you want to try your own Silence Priest deck, leave stuff in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I will see you all next time with additional Hearthstone content. Yes, that's right. Take care.